So we are gonna search for the person, for the student that we are gonna interview today, right here. Now we already found the perfect person. Sir, would you be so kind to join my interview today? It's about traditional education versus online education.
Wait, how about what again?
About traditional education and about traditional education versus online education.
Okay, what is actually happening? I mean, do you want to do this for something or?
I wanted this because it's my assignment for my UPB English group.
So you want me to be a part of your assignment?
I'll pay.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay, if you.
So, good evening. Today we're gonna do an interview to this random person. So, first, let me introduce myself. My name is Yazid Busthami. I'm from UPB English Group 24. So, this is our informant or interviewee today. Can you introduce yourself?
Okay, so my name is Najib. I'm from the Faculty of Education and Teacher Training. I'm majoring on English department, and yeah, it's a good opportunity for me to be a part of your video.
So, today we're gonna do an interview about how traditional education compared to online education. So, the first question is, what are the advantages for you? What are the advantage and disadvantages of traditional education compared to online education?
Okay, if it's for me, it's pretty simple, I would say. First of all, let's talk about the traditional education first. Traditional education is like the main advantage of that is the structure. You know what I mean? You have to get up from your bed and you have to be in the class on the time. It forces you to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Plus, it's easy if you're confused. I mean, if you're confused, you can just raise your hand and ask the teacher right away.
It's the
Face-to-face.
Easiness
of face-to-face interaction. Also, you can just, if you don't understand and you feel a little bit too shy about asking your teacher, you can just ask your friend next to you. If they understand.
So,
What?
do you think there is any disadvantages to traditional education?
Of course. There's one main, what we say, disadvantage of traditional education. I feel it's the hassle. You know, when
you're feeling lazy, right?
It's one thing, but the main one is just the effort to do all the things. First of all, you have to wake up on time. That's
the main thing.
That's the main thing. Then you have to waste money on gas. And then you waste your time to go to this campus, and you may already feel tired before the class will begin. That's the disadvantage of that. I feel that every time.
So, do you think online class is superior to the offline class?
No, not. It doesn't mean that I say that if traditional education has a lot of hassle. I didn't mean that online education is much better than that. I mean, they have their own advantage and disadvantage. So let's talk about that.
So what do you think the online education advantage and disadvantage?
The advantage of online education for me is just the flexibility. I mean, you can just wake up 5 minutes before the class starts and wear anything you can, wear anything you want. You can just wear your shirt without pants, and you can still attending the class.
So, we're gonna talk about your experience in both things. Do you have any experience in traditional education and online education?
I do actually have that kind of So I mean, are we going back to COVID or just the few
In general
recent,
thing. It's
the recent one?
there's only one.
No, I mean, are we going back to the COVID time or the
Yeah,
recent one?
yeah. Like the first when you feel
No,
that
the
online
first.
education.
The online education in my place is not really good. It has not anything. It has nothing to do with Zoom. The first one is just a group of WhatsApp, and we have
Yeah.
to. The first class that we have is something about memorizing hadiths, if I remember it correctly.
Yeah.
So all of us have to setoran using our voice notes. I'm pretty
Oh.
much sure it's it's very hard for us to be what we say honest on that. I mean, pretty much sure no one see you, and you can just open your book and read that and act like you're actually
Yeah, like
right.
you're actually and you memorize it, right?
That's I would say that's also part of the advantage for that. Since we're talking about the advantage of the online class, we can say that it's just we became a little bit too lazy for that. Too lazy to learn anything.
Yeah.
You can just skip the effort and just look at your book and answer the question instead of actually getting an effort to study everything.
Yeah.
Also, the advantage of that too is the distraction. You know what I mean? The distraction. I mean,
It's like TikTok,
it's like
and
TikTok.
Instagram, right?
It's not just about all of that. You can just open your laptop and see your phone. You want to scroll, and then you want to lay down on your bed, and suddenly you wake up when the class already ended. That happens a lot to my friends, but I never actually experienced that. And it can feel a little bit lonely, you know.
Yeah.
We have no one to talk with, and sometimes you just, I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean.
So you think it depends on the situation, right?
Depends on the situation. I'll say that.
So it's if it's depending on the situation, we're gonna talk about student engagement. How does the student engagement differ between face-to-face learning, and virtual classroom or online class?
I would say it's really different, pretty much different. Like in face-to-face classroom, you're already being engaged just by being in the class.
Yeah.
You're physically in the room. You can feel the energy. You have this eye contact with the teachers, the lecturers, and the other friends, other classmates. You laugh at the jokes, even if it's fake, and you see your friend's reaction. Even if you're just like an introvert person who doesn't talk with anyone, you still feel the part of the experience.
Yeah, you can still make friends, even if you're introverted.
Even if you're not even talking to anyone, you can still feel that the part of the class.
Yeah.
But in virtual classroom, engagement is something that you have to fight about, really fight for. It's not as much as the one on the face to face. It's easy to feel like left out. You know what I mean? I mean, we've all been in this position when in a Zoom classroom, everyone is not turning on their cameras and we're just staring at the blank screen with profile picture and their name.
Yeah.
That's
It's really an experience, right?
that's really awkward, I would say. It's just like you have no idea if people are actually listening or are they playing games, maybe sleeping, or maybe on God knows who they're doing at there. This feels like watching a very boring video, and that's very boring obligation video.
Yeah. Like it's a tutorial video, and you must watch it like 5 minutes to 10 minutes, and it really tortures you if the tutorial is half an hour to an hour.
It's most of them. It's 1 hour in the higher type of education. Like this one, like in college, like in college. Our Zoom class is like 1 hour and a half.
Oh.
So we're actually listening to this old man yapping for 1 hour and a half.
Yeah, that's really
No,
So-
no offense, no offense.
Wait. So you, you do you do hear him, right?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not sure everyone else did.
So from this change to online class, do you think there is the role change in students and teacher?
I think there is, I would say, I mean, for teachers first. For teachers, they're not just teachers anymore. They had to suddenly become, what we say, what we call it, YouTuber. YouTuber, you have to talk in front of the screen.
Yeah.
IT guy, the one that understands IT,
Computer problem.
about computer problem, and then an online host, someone that can
Yeah.
talk with people online.
Yeah.
They can just read the room to know if the student is confused. They're not even turning on their cameras.
Yeah.
They have to beg, right? They have to beg for the students to actually ask questions if they don't understand. It's pretty much, I'm pretty sure it's exhausting for them.
Yeah. It's really interesting.
And for the students, the biggest change is the amount of responsibility that you have.
Yeah.
In normal class, the teacher and the schedule is kind of push you. They always told you about do this and do that, and the deadline is this, deadline is that. But in online class, you have to be the one that push yourself.
Yeah.
There's auto motivation, the schedule, the way you stay focused. It's not 100%. It's 90% on you. You have to be your own manager.
Yeah. So it's really hard for both of them, right? So it brings us to the situation. How the assessment and feedback differ between traditional and online learning environments? For the feedback, like when you ask question, do the teachers answer it directly?
Wait, I don't understand the question. Can I
Yeah, okay.
finally hold the assessment? Okay, I got it. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Just do it. Yeah.
I got it. So of course, they change a lot of it, right? The traditional assessment, it's usually about control and confinement. You know what I mean? You sit in the classroom, no phone, no notes, no cheating, and you take a final exam. If you don't study, you have to just use your guts. It's what you memorize in your brain. It's all about testing what you can remember.
Yeah.
But in online, the teacher we have Google in other side, in other device or else. They know you're reading the book. They know you're reading the book. They know that you're opening Google. They're not stupid, but they cannot do anything about it. So they just cannot ask for a simple question or a simple task anymore. This forces them to be creative. I would say that they have to give us assignment that test if we can actually use the information to think critically. That's why we're doing things like this.
Yeah.
Something like this. They force us to be more creative instead of just doing an assignment and using Google to find the answer.
Yeah.
I would say making the website is part of this experience. Even though we're not online anymore, but this is the side effect of that.
Yeah.
Making the website, making this video.
Yeah.
I would say,
Yeah.
making this video. I'm very much sure that's why your teacher gives this assignment because
it's to so that you can make friends, new friends in your college. So when you say you can cheat in traditional class, so do you prefer traditional tests in classroom or online tests?
I would say I'm a pretty honest person, honestly. I'm not actually the one that constantly cheats, but I still cheat some of the time, but I'm not the one that actually answer every single question with
Cheating, right?
with cheating. I would prefer the one that's for a traditional exam. I mean, if you're going with online exam, I'm pretty much sure 100% the other person will also be cheating. Even if you're cheating, the other person, the other students will cheating too. It's
Yeah.
a higher competition.
Yeah.
Even so that you actually study, you actually know the answer, you actually say smart.
Yeah.
The dumbest person can still outbest you because they have Google.
Yeah. That really makes it easy, right?
That makes them easier to be
Yeah.
higher class.
Yeah. In online class, you can just see the answer from the Google. I think that's it for today.
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Oh, that's
You want more?
No, I don't want more.
Yeah, okay.
That's enough for me.
So,
I guess.
thank you very much for your attention. See you next video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope. Yeah, here's your pay. Thank you.